topic. We're gonna talk about aliens. What I think of aliens, what CP thinks of aliens, what Common Sense Marcus thinks of aliens. We're gonna get all three of them right there for you guys, fresh out the oven. But first, you already know who it is, the 209 Tiger, and I'm right here rocking with.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Common Sense Marcus representing that new merch, man. 3 Reasons Why in the building. Coming straight from my mama, 209 Stockton. Stand up, man. We'll give it to you raw always. Pass it off.
Yeah, this CDP 209, Chris, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Originally from Stockton, California. And where there's smoke, there's fire. And let's get it on with these aliens, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Like 209 Tiger said, man, we just gonna talk about aliens. Do you believe in aliens? Do you not believe in aliens? Have you seen aliens? What is an alien? We're just gonna break it down to the simple question: do y'all believe in aliens?
Yo, before we go into that, I do want to let all our viewers know that watched previous episodes. I was right about Stipe Miocic beating Cormier. He didn't get the he almost got stopped. It was this close to getting stopped in the second round. He got saved by the bell. He was on top of him wailing away. So yeah, everybody, boom. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes football prediction time, holla at your boy. I got you. All right, let's go. CP, let us know what you think of aliens.
Yeah, what I think is, you know what I'm saying, we got this planet, you know, we got Earth. We living on Earth. We know on Earth. So we got, say, Mars and all the other planets. There got to be something living on them too. Them planets are not just there, just existing, just floating around with nothing on it. So there's something living on there too, just like we're living on Earth. There's something living on them planets. So yeah, they out there. But also, you know, when you say aliens, you know what I'm saying, people like the flying saucers or the green, the gray guys and all that, whatever, you know. Aliens, it could be considered in the same category as you going outside and you seeing a insect or whatever you want to call it that you ain't never seen before. That's alien to you. A person you don't know, that's alien to you. You know what I'm saying? Seeing something you ain't never seen before. Like, I ain't never seen, like, say, a sports player do a dunk. You know what I'm saying? A basketball player do a dunk. That style of dunking is alien to you. You know what I'm saying? So people make alien, like, just categorize it and make it bigger than what it really is. When it's really just a simplified thing. But that's what I think. What you think?
What about you, Tiger? You think there's aliens? You believe in aliens?
Hell yeah, I believe in aliens. Man, let me tell you. I think, you know, we have like so many people around the world that you know that are showing videos, or if back in the day was confirmed, you know what I mean? That was, I'm not saying confirmed, that were saying that they witnessed unidentified flying objects or were abducted by aliens. Now don't get me wrong, out of all those, maybe like 30 or 40 or maybe even 50% could have been just lies for attention. But I think some of the, like about 50% of them might have been real. A friend of mine had and matter of fact, like we will bring him on later so he can give his story on another episode. But my boy Coley, you know, he had an encounter with a UFO. I think all that's real. I think that the government, that the powers that be give us a little bit of glimpses in these TV shows and movies and whatnot, just to kind of put that out there to see, you know, how society will respond, like the X-Files, like things of that nature. I'm not saying all of that, but when I think of aliens, I think of, you know, like we're talking the little green man, that, you know what I mean? Battle, what was that movie? Battle LA or Battlefield LA? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that, like the guy, like the green, slimy, can't breathe air, abduct you in their UFOs. That's what I think of when I think of aliens. Because, like, y'all seen that video, the one with LA? Man, that thing was out there zooming, and it was just like. Phew. Then I was watching one of the generals of the military, and he was saying, like, it's common for the Army or the Navy to run across unidentified flying objects. Like, it happens regularly. Like they just can't explain what it is, and it's too fast to be some type of plane, and it's something they've never seen before. But it will just be there, sit there, and disappear. So I mean, alien. Yeah, I mean, now the types and the species of aliens. That's where it gets kind of hazy to me. But now the question is there life? You know what I mean? Like, is there aliens? Yeah. Do they live amongst us? Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, they got to be somewhere. Like, I mean, I don't think they're out there in space somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, they could be in another dimension. They could maybe be on another planet. But I also think that they're here somewhere with, you know what I mean? They're flying around with cloaking devices and stuff like that. Because, I mean, if you're going to be in a UFO, you know what I mean? It's like, obviously, they know our technology has advanced, so they have to use more advanced technology. I'm thinking like now, that's why you don't see with the camera phones, you don't see them as much because like that video that the government put out confirming the UFO, and then the statement later calling UFOs off-world vehicles. That video just clearly show you now it's in black and white, but you know that thing is just hovering and then bam, it's out.
Right.
Where did it go? You know what I mean? Where did it go? They're confirming that it's there. They're confirming that it's not a United States, that it's not anything that they've ever seen before. If it just disappeared, did it just disappear into thin air or did it fly up? I mean, those are questions that I have that I know they have the answer to that they're not going to give us.
Mhm.
But I mean, when we talk about aliens, that's more or less what I'm thinking.
Right. For me personally, like I don't know what types of aliens there might or might not be, but I guess going off of CP's definition, anything unknown or uncategorized as something I haven't seen before or not coming out of a female body, I guess could be classified as an alien. For the take I'm going with personally, like I said, I believe in the firmament and the flat earth and all that. We talked about that in previous things. And I believe in the Bible, and even the Bible gives you a little glimpse of it. I'm gonna read you some of the Bible real quick, if you guys don't mind. Genesis chapter 6. I'm gonna do like verse 1 through 5 real quick to give you my definition. Here we go. Genesis 1 real quick. When humans began to increase in number on earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them that they chose. The Lord said, my spirit will not content with this. Humans forever. They need to be mortal. Their days will be numbered to 120 years. The Nephilims were on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old men and renowned. So the Nephilims, in my opinion, or the aliens, the fallen angels or whatever, came down, seen beautiful women, and impregnated them. Excuse me. We all seen like old pictures of like pharaohs or people in Brazil with those big old like long heads, like building stuff, or 10-foot tall giants. I ain't never seen nobody 10 foot tall. I think Shaq's like 7'10". Yao Ming's like almost 8 feet. I ain't never seen nobody like 10 feet, 11 feet tall. And back then, on average, they were like 15, 20 feet tall. I don't know how you get a 20-foot tall person. So those are the aliens that the Bible's talking about. So if the Bible is talking about aliens, they got to be aliens. Now, I don't know if they little green men. I don't know if it's like Men in Black inside of a robot body walking around. I don't know what it is, but to answer the question of is there aliens, well, the Bible just said yeah. So I gotta believe the Bible is black and white. But CP, when you think about aliens, what comes to your mind? Is it like the giants, like I'm talking about? Is it something else? Is it little green men?
Like Roswell, Mexico.
Right.
Well, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, something crashes, and then all of a sudden, they want to build an army base out there in the middle of nowhere in New Mexico, and it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, if that's not curious enough for people, it's like, what else is there?
And that's the real Area 51. Just to let y'all know.
What's that?
That's the real Area 51. Roswell.
Roswell? Okay.
Out there, not in Vegas.
Huh.
Yeah. But I was you said about the 8 feet tall people and all that.
Like when somebody says like
that shows you right there, or they're gonna go off that. that shows you right there that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I was reading the Bible, and I was noticing how people live like back then. Abraham and all them lived like 200 years old and all that stuff. And I forgot who it was that told me, but they were like, well, yeah, there was no pollution, there was no man-made medicine. You know what I'm saying? Right. And but the main reason was it was more oxygen in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Pure oxygen. So that means everything and everybody was bigger, healthier, and better. You know what I'm saying? So you had like the big ass trees. That's why you got like some like plateaus and all that shit.
Right.
Look at them, and in the picture, it looked like a tree stump, right? You ever seen shit like that?
Are you talking about like in Utah, those rocks?
Yeah, it looked like tree stumps.
Okay.
Because everything was bigger, there was more oxygen in the air. So, you know what I'm saying? With more oxygen, people more healthier, people bigger, bodies are stronger. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why, people are bigger and living longer in age. But also, I noticed that, like, now going on nowadays, when I was in high school, like when I was in, I used to go to games, and like we had 7-footers, 6'10", like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I graduated. Then I went to games back, and I noticed like the players were shorter, like centers were like 6'5". You know what I mean? And shit like that. I noticed like that generation, the people were smaller. So, it's because the more, I think the people ain't as tall it was back in the day is because the oxygen is getting, polluted, with all this, the factories, the cars, and the technology and all that shit. But and with you, Carl, you were saying about the UFOs and all that flying around. They making that stuff themselves, I believe, because like you said, the Roswell, I believe they really got that ship that crashed, and they trying their damnedest to make something like that. You know what I mean? So that stuff that we seeing flying around, like, oh, that's just really them, because.
So wait. So you're saying
I think it will be more urgent of a situation for the military to be able to at least try to get that shit under control. I think they'd be out there, they'd shoot at it, they try to do something. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that something crashed?
Uh-huh.
You saying that something crashed in Roswell from who knows where?
Yeah.
You trying to replicate that technology is what you're saying?
Hell yeah, they trying to replicate. They damnedest to figure that out, and they probably have. You know what I'm saying? They not to the full potential of what they could do, because I heard I heard their technology is like 10, 20 times. They way ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? Light. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a fatal mistake to try to go and get our military to try to fight against them, because they could just, in a snap of a finger. So
I have a question, but before I get to my question to you two, let me ask you something, CP. So when they're like, okay, like Marcus is like the Nephilim race is what is the race of aliens he thinks of. Me, I'm more of the Martian race. You know what I mean? What is your race definition for aliens? Are you in line with us, or do you have your own specific what you think of and how they travel and how they get around?
I believe reptilians and aliens are both in the same category. I believe they're both in the same category. I believe there's grays, and then there's reptilians. And from the information that I've read, videos and whatever, I've read them all over the place. The grays were supposed to be into it with the reptilians, but the grays are the more powerful. You know what I mean? But for some, they came to a deal, and they let the reptilians have the Earth, because the reptilians came here because of the gold. The gold is it makes them it's like the battery or something to their technology, gold, and so the earth is rich in that and all other minerals. So they came to a pact with the Greys because I believe the Greys are for us.
Okay.
Reptilians, they want us for the, they feed off our blood and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they came to a pact, the Greys, for them to stay underground, the reptilians, and they'll let them stay on Earth. And that's the pact that they're on. So I believe the reptilians is under us right now as we speak. And you hear about cities with skyscrapers 10 floors tall, like whole cities underground, and the Denver airport. You just walk in there. You can go online about the Denver airport and see that shit. They got it right there. You know what I'm saying? And they got big ass tunnels, steadily trucks just going down there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so, real quick on that Denver airport, I think it got built in 1998. They still under construction 22 years later.
Yeah.
How long it take to build an airport? Who knows? Mm-hmm. But real quick, CP. So on the Greys and the reptilians, do you believe that they were always here, like the quote unquote dinosaurs, or the what is that, Bigfoot, or do you believe that they came from like Mars or Neptune or a different galaxy?
Well, I believe the reptilians, they came from what's that, Planet X? That planet right next to us.
Mars or Venus?
No, the new planet that's right next to us.
That's breaking news to me, bro. I don't know which one's
right
next.
Yeah. I seen something like they may have thought they discovered something some time ago. But
they're planning Nibiru, but that shit like comes to like every 2,000 years or whatever.
But from the video that I seen, they say the reptilians come from another dimension.
Okay.
Yeah, the fourth dimension. We're supposed to be in the third dimension. They're in the fourth, and it's like parallel with us.
Okay.
And they got the that's why they feed off the blood, their adrenochrome or whatever it is, the blood. They feed off that because it keeps their power up, their strength to be able to do their shit. It keeps them up. It's the battery, and it charges their battery, our blood. You know what I'm saying? And they got the power to they got the power of disguise. You know what I'm saying? They
shapeshifters.
Yeah, shapeshifters. Is invisible. You know what I'm saying? Holograms, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
like Operation Bluebeam.
Yeah, Operation Bluebeam. Yeah. I think like one of the major first times they did that was the Twin Towers. Those are holograms. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. But those were holograms and planes that hit the buildings.
What is their body type? Are they like the lizard, like from Spider-Man, or it's like, you know what I'm saying, like long claws, like when they're not shape shifting? Like, are they really tall? Because when I think of
it varies. Like you got some that's like the shortest I've seen on the list is like they got like 6 foot ones, but they could get up to like 20 feet. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's crazy.
Like, are they out there? Like, remember that show they used to have back in the day, Alien Nation? Remember that old school show?
I don't think I remember that one.
I never used to watch it, but we didn't have cable, so it always used to come on like after football or after the basketball game, and you'd be like Alien Nation, and you're like, oh god, dude, it's like, But I do remember it was just like a bunch of, what I mean? The premise, it was like Alien Nation.
It's just like lizards, you know what I'm saying? They prefer darkness. They live on the ground, and that's how they live. They live on the ground, you know what I'm saying? And they send out, you know what I'm saying, folks, NBA players, all these hoop stars, these football stars doing amazing shit like LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Up here doing 360s and he like 50 years old. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Shout out to my Lakers real quick. Shout out to my Lakers, man.
As
I gotta.
hey, as we stand, that series is 2-1 right now, right?
Yeah,
I said
Lakers.
Lakers would win in 6 games, so I need the Blazers to give me one more so I could come back and gloat about it.
But I got a question for y'all.
Energy. You know
I think like like pyramids. I think of like he said like an energy source, like a giant tomb. I mean, I think of like that whole ancient civilization. Like that's man, there's a lot of mystery in those.
But when I say like location, where would y'all say? Like if I said pyramids, where they at?
They're
I
all
mean,
up.
yeah, like I mean, for me, I would just think like I don't know, Egypt, places that that you know what I mean that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're in Mexico. They got supposedly they got one that's 2 times bigger than the Great Pyramid in Egypt in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. They got, like you said, CP. They got one in Brazil. They got one in Mexico. They got one in China. They got the ones everybody talks about in Egypt. They got another one in like Swedish or Europe somewhere.
On the tip of one in under the ice in Antarctica.
They got one in Antarctica that people ain't talking about. And the reason why I asked you about pyramids and all
hey,
that.
That was the Cave of Solitude, man. What the hey, man? That's my boy. That's my boys' hangout. They would keep Superman's hangout on. Start putting it on blast.
That Nibiru planet. Yeah. The nickname Planet X, but it's Nibiru.
Nibiru, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I do know about that planet. But my reason for bringing up pyramids is going back to the Nephilims. Like all those pyramids were built around the same time. Let's say like 2,000 to 4,000 years ago. And for what they teach us and tell us, we were dumb as rocks back then. But we building all these pyramids and everything in different locations around the world, and all the pyramids point to either a star or a constellation. Precise precision. Got to do it back then. That's why I'm like, man, these Nephilims or these quote unquote aliens been around for a long, long time, giving knowledge, giving whatever. Even in the Book of Enoch, which is another book that took out the Bible, they were talking about how the fallen angels came down, had sex with the daughters of men, and gave them technology, told them how to smelt metal, make shields, medicine, all this other stuff. So my point of bringing all that up again is like, man, kind of like UCP, where there's smoke, there got to be fire. There's too much smoke 4,000 years ago with all these pyramids that they ain't talking about. All we know about is the Egyptian pyramids. Somebody had to build those that's not human. That could have been the Greys, like Carl talking about. Could have been the reptilians. Could have been the Nephilims. I don't know, but there has to be some kind of other form of human building this. If we dumb as rocks, you just don't forget how to build something.
Well, what I heard is what I've heard is every generation of man, like like the Noah's Ark, had to build that ark because God was about to wipe shit out. You know what I'm saying? It is, what I'm saying? Times like that, every like generation of man, they reached a certain peak of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? They mastered how to, see into other dimensions and all that stuff. Because we only use like what 10% of our brain or some shit.
If we're lucky, yeah. If that.
They mastered how to open the third eye and all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Once that, they out of here. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, shit is cleaned out, and then here comes a new generation. You know what I'm saying? And then they grow. Then once they master it, they figure things out. They out of here. You know what I'm saying? They're saying our generation of people, our time of people on Earth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't figured that shit out yet. They saying we dumb as rocks. You know, like we ain't figured that shit out. You know.
Hey, before, like I said,
Every fusion and all that shit, we slowly coming along. Like, you know, we just mind fucked because TV and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So when we do hear something, you know what I'm saying, we're quick to throw it out as bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what's stopping our growth because we're not open minded. And you know, you get one open minded person that comes with some shit, and you know, tell them, "Oh, that's bullshit. Get out of here." And then that person that's coming with it will just throw that shit away and go off and go with them. You know what I'm saying? And forget about it. So that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? People are scared to go against the grain. Everybody want to go with the flow and not be, like I said, the sore thumb that's sticking out. You know what I'm saying? The tinfoil hat person. People scared to be that person or be called that person.
Right.
You know, that's really how they feel. You know. But people ain't open minded right now because of distractions like they got, you know, the new PlayStation coming out, the new Xbox coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's scared to go against the grain, like to stand up on their own too. That's definitely true.
We get on to something, they throw something at us, like a new cell phone, a new game system, the new Batman coming out, you know. watch when that movie drop, people gonna stop talking about all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Tenet.
Then they gonna start watching that Batman, playing that game and all that shit. Life's gonna be out of there. So it's gonna be all about Batman. Then boom, they got us again. You know?
What were you gonna say, Tiger, though?
Oh yeah, I had a list of some stuff I wanted to read, but before I had to get back in my phone for that. But what I will say is, why do you think our government hides their existence of what we all think aliens are?
Because we might figure it out before them.
Like if they said, like, you know what, check it out, we ain't even gonna lie to y'all. There's aliens right here, and they've always been here, and they're reptiles or they're nephrons, and they're 9 feet tall. You think they hide it? You think they hide it from us to prevent like mass panic or just because to keep us under control? Like maybe we might go look for them and try to cut a deal for ourselves.
Well, they're being told to shut the people that be like the humans like us. We're being told to shut the fuck up because we're under them. They could come up from underground and slaughter us real quick, but they need us. You know, they need us to keep reproducing so we could produce that blood, keep that blood flowing. They come out and slaughter us. That's like a farmer with cows going out there and just slaughtering all his cows.
I'll use that analogy.
But wouldn't that also violate the treaty that they have with the Greys by that logic? Like they could come up and slaughter us, but wouldn't they face, you know what I mean? Wouldn't they face harsh repercussions for that?
We're below them, and the Greys are above them. You know what I'm saying? And the Greys.
That's what I'm saying. Like if the Greys are with us, like you're saying earlier, you're saying the Greys are with us, like they're protecting us. So if they were to try to make a move on us, wouldn't that mean they would just come down and kill them?
Yeah.
So it's like they really can't just come slaughter us because then there would be a green light on them.
Ability wise, they can slaughter us.
They can. But what I'm saying is,
they're not gonna do it because they're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, like they could, but also like there would be a green light on their head from who can just come down and slaughter them.
Yeah, and the reason the Greys just can't come down and get us is we got to figure it out.
Yeah,
because where they want to take us, we wouldn't understand. We wouldn't be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get our intelligence up, open our minds, our third eye, and to understand everything. And once we understand, then that's when they coming.
All right, but yeah, real quick, I ain't gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna do some that's kind of recent. But look, 1946, out there in Sweden, Gosa Carlson reports seeing a flying saucer and its alien passenger. A model of it is now erected at the site. 1947, the Murray Island incident. Harold Dahl reported that his dog was killed and his son was injured by debris in an encounter with 4 to 6 donut-shaped objects. He also claimed that a witness was subsequently threatened by the men in black. Where we go? Roswell, 1947. United States Army Air Force has allegedly captured a crashed flying saucer and its alien occupants. The find was soon revealed to be a crashed balloon, but regained attention since 1978 after an investigation of S.T. Feldman. So I'm just like, and this is like not even from the 18th century. You know what I mean? Because you can go that far back. Now, like I said, we'll get into some more recent because, you know, we all know Roswell. 1979, look, Marshall County, Minnesota, the Val Johnson incident. A deputy sheriff spotted a bright light which appeared to have collided with his patrol car and damaged it. The deputy also suffered temporary retinal damage. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're here. We got all of these, you know. The Harbor Mile incident out there in Canada, 2001. At least 3 UFOs that looked like missiles but emitted no noise were spotted over Harbor Mile. It's like all over the world, there's been sightings. Some bigger, some smaller. And it's like, it ain't stopped.
Yeah, they're trying. They like the crop circles.
Right.
You know, when we see weird stuff, and they're trying to communicate with us. They're communicating with us. The crop circle by the crop circles, those are messages, but we can't we ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying?
CP is it messages to us or is it messages to them? Because the crop is it messages for us or is it messages for them, like roadmaps or like like warnings or whatever? Because the crop circles are one thing, but in Mexico right now they got that big old dry area where they got those animals like miles long, like a bird, hummingbird, and a coyote. You can't see it if you're on ground. You gotta be up in the sky to see that. Yeah. That's been around for hundreds of years. Yeah. We ain't had planes for hundreds of years. So what purpose is it to make those if the only person can see it is up in the sky?
I don't know. That's where you got me.
But, look at the Phoenix Lights, and this is 1997. Lights and crafts of varying descriptions, most notably a V-shaped pattern, were seen by thousands of people between 100 hours and 2230, 100 hours, whatever it is, in a space of about 300 miles from the Nevada line through Phoenix to the edge of Tucson.
That's about 8:30 to 11:30 or 8:30 to 10:30. So cats don't know. Yeah, at night. But I mean, there's been a lot of to answer your question, Tiger. There's been a lot of unexplained stuff. There's another one that's recent. Remember that big old like mystery cloud in Florida that everybody seen looked like a big like helium balloon or whatever coming across? Yeah. But the reason why I don't come out and tell you, go back to your earlier question, is like you said, I'm not gonna go out and tell, if I'm a farmer, I'm not gonna go out and tell my cows, hey, I own you. I'm gonna murder you when I want to murder you. Like, you live in this little box I call my farm. That's one reason. And the other reason is control. We all believe in the Illuminati or somebody behind the scenes. But if the Illuminati came out, let's say President Trump came out tomorrow, is like, yeah, I'm the CEO of Illuminati. You just lost that level of power or control, that secretness. Like, information is dangerous. Either you have it or you don't. So trying to keep as much information secretive or misinformation or whatever is very powerful. I mean, that goes back to our flat earth thing where why can't we see what Antarctica looks like? They got to, the information is just powerful trying to keep it controlled. So that's why I don't think they don't come out and be like, yeah, I'm an alien from planet Nibiru and, CP, you're alien from Uranus. I think mass hysteria and control is why they don't do that, personally.
Well, I'm thinking the mass hysteria.
We're the cattle ourselves, though. A lot of people don't realize that too. You know what I mean?
Of course.
We are cattle ourselves.
But I also don't think like to like what you guys are saying. I don't think they could just come out and say I own you because we got guns and and even if we can't win, we will still be like we got guns and come out shooting. So like I'm more maybe I'm more leaning to like what you guys are saying, like it's better to lead in secret because I don't know if they stop. I don't know if their body, if they're lizards, I can, you know what I mean? I can poke a lizard. So if that's what their skin are made of, them bullets is gonna hurt. They gonna feel these Stockton bullets. So I was like, so I don't know. Are they up for a war? You know what I mean?
Their technology is so way above us, man. the damn gun, that shit ain't gonna.
Well, to play it off what CP said, like I seen a video like a while back. Like I said, I see some videos. Sometimes I, put stock in it. Sometimes I don't. But picking off what you said, CP, as far as like the Greys and the Reptilians and all that, if you go on that route, the video basically explained like they got a galactic council and they got to have certain rules they got to follow. And for the people in charge of this earth, for them to do whatever, like eat us or treat us like cattle, they got to tell us first that they're going to eat us like cattle. But they're not going to come out and be like, hey, you're cattle. But what they'll do is they'll make like horror movies where they kidnap a bunch of people and eat them and be like, and they play it off that route, like, oh, just a movie. But basically they're telling us what they're going to do. And that's how they get around their rules. They loophole it, basically. And if they don't tell us what they're going to do first, then that's when they break the rules. But, man, you go back to, like, pandemic with the coronavirus or World War II or whatever big history moment you could think of, they told us or gave us a glimpse about it before. Kind of picking up what you were saying, Tiger, how, like, in all the movies and the X-Files and all that, they give you little glimpses of stuff. That goes off old boy's message. They have to, because if they don't, they're breaking the rules. But they play it off like, oh, that's a video game. You believe that?
Like,
come on, you crazy.
Not to cut you off, but real quick, like an example of that to me is like that movie Inception. Y'all know I hella like that movie Inception. But I also think like later on, years after, when they started talking about DMT, you know what I mean? I kind of went back to Inception and I was like, man, you know what? Like it's gonna put you to sleep and you're gonna be in another world. And like listening to the people describe it, like Tyson and that UFC guy that was on Joe Rogan, all these people, and I hark back to stuff like movies I've seen like that, like Dazed and Confused, and I'm like, man, I wonder if some of this stuff, you know what I mean? And then we got DMT hit it real popular.
You're not really asleep, just your physical is at rest, your mental is, your conscious is still going, but it's going to another dimension. You know what I mean? That's why there's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's simplified. It's nothing technical. It's simplified. That's why they make that shit illegal. You got to get that shit on the black market. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had to fight so long to get marijuana legalized, because this is a source of DMT or opening your mind.
But also, I told you guys about a week ago, I had a double deja vu. And that shit was hella trippy. I had a deja vu of a deja vu. So I was in the same moment 3 separate times. You know what I mean? It happened, then a deja vu happened, and then last Sunday, a double deja vu happened. And when I was realizing that it was going on, I was trying to grab and tell my wife, like, yo, this happened already. I don't swear to God, but you know what I mean? I just don't like to say that. You know what I mean? But it's like, I swear, it's like, I'm telling her like, yo, your sister was here, your mom was here, and your sister was here. You were here, and I was standing here. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her everything, and she's into the conversation they're having in Spanish. But I'm trying to tell her like, yo, this is what you guys are talking about. Then you guys are gonna start, debating here and whatever. And it kind of, as I'm doing it, like I said, I kind of like, you start to feel like I kind of felt like right here. And like on the left side of my head and like over here, like on my chest, I kind of felt like a pull. And it's like, damn, for that moment fucked me up so much. Like just I'm saying mentally, I still can't really get it out of my mind. But the whole time after, that's all I got kind of been harping on. Like like, man, dude, it was so trippy. And it's like all the stuff we talk about and all the stuff we've seen, all the stuff we've read, and I'm just like, damn, is that something? You know what I mean? Like, you think of all these movies, it's like, is it like, this movie, or is it like that movie?
But
It was trippy being in that moment.
What it is, your mind is opening it up. You know what I'm saying? You recognizing a whole new field of information. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your studies. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is in a whole different spot. So now other fields in your mind are opening up. Your eyes, it's opening up. You know what I mean? But I've been having that all my life, shit like that, like deja vu since a child. You know what I mean?
I was having deja vus, but I'm just saying I don't think I've ever had a double deja vu. You know what I mean? A deja vu of a deja vu. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like because you have the feeling of like I've already deja vu'd this, and I told my wife, the last time, like, man, I had a deja vu. So obviously we go to the double. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, like, I've been through this already.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'll kick something to y'all real quick before I do that. Let me just tell you, like going back to what I said, I gotta let you know before, like, we all had deja vu, but the Matrix kind of opened that up to me too. It's like, hey, when you see deja vu or see that glitch in the system or something's wrong. But what I want to kick to y'all is, everybody knows what deja vu is. Why? Why do we know that as a common phrase? It must have been happening for hundreds of years for us to know it as a common phrase. My question for y'all is, why do you think that happens to everybody in the world?
Well, number one, it's been happening for years. Like, it goes back to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Not in the exact words, but there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing under the sun. Everything we going through has happened before, has been before.
But we get that feeling that it happened to you particularly. Like, why do you get that feeling that we had this conversation before, or whatever the case may be? Why do you think we get that feeling like, oh man, deja vu? Like, why are we over there like, what is this? But we already know, like, oh, it's deja vu. It happens, I guess.
I honestly, I never thought about why, like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody gets it, because I always look at it like, okay, like, I'm having the deja vu. Like, if you're having it, it's like, I know what you're talking about, but I've never thought about on a broad scale, like, why everybody has it, if they have it. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, who knows? Maybe there's some people that's never had deja vu, but you know what I mean? And I don't know how many people have had double deja vu, but I have. If nobody else has, I have.
Right.
I believe it's a part of our conscious, connecting with the physical. You know what I'm saying? It's like, have you ever been asleep and your eyes are open but you can't move, can't breathe, shit like that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You never felt like that feeling before?
I have at least once. I know I have. Like, when I was younger, probably like 10. I remember like laying down in the hallway, felt for like 2 minutes, playing as a little kid, felt like 2 minutes in the hallway, dark hallway, got up, was like, hey, what's going on? 4 hours later though, I know I didn't fall asleep, felt like 2 minutes. So that was one of the craziest experiences I had in my life. But like I said, thinking about it now, I was like, was I just a little kid, or was my mind open up? Like, it didn't have shut to the world yet. Did I see something I wasn't supposed to, or felt something I wasn't supposed to?
Yeah, so that's well, when you get that feeling, they say like, basically when you sleep and you get that feeling, that's your, when you go to sleep, your conscious leaves. You know what I'm saying? Your soul, your conscious, it leaves your physical body. You know what I'm saying? It goes off to other dimensions. That's why we have dreams and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, when you get that feeling, you open your eyes, you can't move and all that shit. That means that your soul, your conscience is still laying back down inside your body. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's basically what DMT is, though. It takes you somewhere else.
Because honestly, like I said, it happened.
There all day. You're like, 20 it's forever. You know what I'm saying? And then when you come back, from what I hear, because I ain't never. But when you come back, you probably was only down for like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like forever. You know, because it's just like a life changing experience. Like, you know, it's basically it's what it sounds like to me. You see the truth. You
Yeah,
know,
that DMT got me scared. I ain't gonna lie.
because Tyson came back, and he say like all the stuff before he did it, all the stuff when he came out of it, he didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit mattered. You know what I'm saying? And he's at peace. You see him now. He at peace with life. You know?
Yeah,
So,
like that's something like honestly, like, you know, like I would like to experience, but I also, like I said, I go back to Inception when she did the sleep, you know what I mean? When she first went into the sleep world, I don't want to come out of DMT and question like, are these my real kids? Or, you know, is this my, you know what I mean? And this is fake. And so yeah, I couldn't do it probably for those reasons. But yeah, like
basically things that you value now when you do DMT, when you come out of it, they're probably gonna be of no value to you. You're gonna value what's really supposed to be valued.
Well, yeah, you remove the veil over your eyes or whatever. The Bible talks about it, the veil over your eyes, you see the truth. But like that's scary though to think for me to think about because like just going on a separate issue like once you open Pandora's box, you can't shut that motherfucker no matter how bad. And for me, like once I started realizing as an adult, like the government don't give a damn about you. The world is about money. Like once you start realizing all this other stuff, sometimes I want to go back to be like, I felt a little bit more happier being stupid, being not aware of like all the stuff out there, all evil. Like I'm just going my life, do the work, live. So doing that DMT, if that unveils all the truth, boy, I don't know how I come back. I might be, you know, a true tinfoil hat dude in the street. Like, man, ain't nothing
yeah.
real, you know. It's a little scary. So who knows on that? But I got a question for you. Uh, if you see, if let's say Nephilims or reptiles or grays or whatever aliens we picture when we think about aliens, if they came out today and was like, Tiger, we exist, CP, we exist, how would y'all feel? Like if they gave you concrete, evident proof, like, hey, check this out. They had like some technology in their palm, like, boom, or whatever the case may be. Touch your third eye, CP. How would you feel?
I'll be like, teach me. Teach me your knowledge. I'm ready.
I'll be like, yo, I'll keep your secret. You know what I'm saying? Just give me some, you know, like I'll be like, do I have to go to work tomorrow? I mean, what does that mean? You know, like I don't know, like you know, like if they was just like, okay, boom, I'm here, I'm real. Well, probably the first thing is like, yeah, I'd probably get hella scared and probably be like, oh, I got to get some guns, you know, like, cause yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah, I'd be like, what do you want? You know, like shit, are we with a peace treaty? Like I said, do I have to go to work or do I work for you? You know, like you said, if they're on top of us, like if that's who's running Trump right now or something, you know, so it's like, okay, well, do I have to do whatever or do I just work over here? And then after that, I probably have to call you guys up. Like, so what? Are we gonna try to shoot these fools or you know what I mean? Because human nature is to rebel and to fight back. So no matter what anybody says, there's gonna be a posse formed, and they might be the ones that get killed or whatever it is. But you know how it is. If they come out whatever, the first thing is people's gonna start clicking up. People gonna start getting guns, and we gonna and then we're gonna get ready for we're gonna get ready for war. But yeah, but if they on some I come in peace shit with like shit, me too. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no beef with nobody. I don't gotta have beef with.
There's one thing I was gonna say. That's what they fear. You know what I'm saying? Us opening our eyes. You know what I'm saying? And realizing what's going on.
Who's that fears it?
Who's that that fears it? The people who run this world. You know.
Okay.
The Illuminati. I got hip to another group. It's called the New Dawn. You know, that's supposed to be what Trump and Abraham Lincoln was under. You know what I'm saying? The New Dawn. They got military, army. They cracking over there.
Hey, they with them. They out there at that Bohemian Grove and shit with their little.
That's the Skull and
y'all ain't seen that?
Nah.
That's George Bush and them. That's the Skull and Bones Society. That's real shit. They started at Yale University. They still got
it's on video
out there. but yeah, oh yeah, Carl, that's those are the troops that's snatching people up. The unmarked people. That's the new Don. That's what they're called, the new Don. And
The
that's
Super Troopers.
they got their own military. You know what I'm saying? All over the world. I just got hip to them. But
Well, who runs the New Dawn?
what I'm gonna say about us opening our eyes is that's what they fear. You know what I'm saying? Because in actuality, they're weak. Like if you look at a pimp and his bitch, you know what I'm saying? Who needs who more?
Right.
It's reality.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it's all the.
It's mental, yeah.
So once that bitch get up out of that mental, she out. Like today, most chicks, you know, most chicks they go get their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
they manage themselves. You know what I mean? That's what the government fear with us, because in actuality they're weak. You know what I'm saying? So look at the currency. The currency's turning over to gold right now.
Right.
Money ain't gonna be shit. The banking system, taxes ain't gonna be shit. Shit is flipping over right now. They fear that shit because that's their shit. You know what I mean? That's what they fear. That's why Gaddafi got killed. That's why they hit down the Twin Towers, because they was gonna do it back then and on 9/11. That day they was gonna announce it at 10 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Earlier that morning they hit the Twin Towers.
Right.
Boom.
So you saying if I'm picking up what you laying down, you saying they gonna never say nothing, because the moment you say something, you break that mental control, and then they keep that mental control over us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
People who actually trying to give game and all that shit, they either get killed or you don't hear about them. They end up dead. You know what I'm saying? Michael, just a couple of examples. Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? That he was about to say some shit.
Wasn't Post Malone talking that at one point in time?
Mm-hmm.
And
Then he had a car crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he big time puppet. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West, big time puppet. Jay-Z, Beyonce, big time. You know, they all over the place, man. Ellen, look at her show canceled. Why they cancel her show? You know what I mean? Come on.
I'm a big believer though, like as far as like popularity or sports or whatever, your platform could only get so big if they allow it to get that big. Yeah. If they have no control over your platform, they squashing that shit.
If they see some type of talent in you, that's amazing. They coming at you, and if you take it, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have. If you take it before you own, you're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have something on you, basically, that if it gets out, it gonna fuck up your life. You know what I'm saying? And then once you own, ain't no turning back. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see Michael Jackson again, for example. The child shit. You know what I'm saying? He trying to give us the real and what's coming out now. You're a child rapist. You know what I'm saying? You remember that movie? What is it? That documentary that came out about him.
Oh, Neverland or whatever.
Saving Neverland. They trying to destroy that man's name. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to destroy that man's name. You know, Bill Cosby. They're trying to destroy that man's name.
Don't bring Bill Cosby into it. JELLO.
That nigga gonna try to buy. He try to buy NBC, and look what happens. Like, nigga, get up out of here, nigga. You trying to you know what I mean? Let's expose this nigga. Let's get this nigga out of here.
But you know what?
Another way they go, they say you gotta sacrifice somebody to get on. You know what I mean? Somebody died. Look at the Venus Williams and Serena. They lost their family members when they first got big. Tiger Woods, his dad. West, his mom. Jennifer Hudson, the singer. shit, she lost like 3-4 motherfuckers.
Michael Jordan, a lot of people, yeah.
His dad in the middle of him winning his championships. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And a sacrifice ain't normally death. It don't have to be. Dwayne Wade, his son. That's a form of sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
What were you gonna say, Tiger?
Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas.
I got
All three of them. Both of Isaiah Thomas' sons is gay. Magic Johnson's first son is gay.
Well, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the alien topic. I mean, I feel you. I hear you. You know, I hear you.
It's one umbrella, man. I'm telling you.
All I was gonna say with Cosby, yeah, it seemed like they was out to get Cosby because you know what I mean. It's like that was on some like I didn't even see no 100% proof of nothing. It was just kind of like a lot of hearsay that just got him done in. Like I don't know if there's like some DNA match that I missed or something.
Before
not that I seen.
He did the Cosby show. Bill Cosby was, I believe, his family was worth billions because his family owns land and there's tons of oil. So Bill Cosby had paper. Before the Cosby, without the Cosby show, paper. You know what I'm saying? He had money to get that thing out of there. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, but like Marcus would say, let's bring it back to the aliens. I was like I said, do you guys think like our government makes deals with them for technology?
Oh yeah.
And if so, what type of deals are they making? Like Marcus, if do you think they're making deals with technologies with the Nephrons? And if so, what is the deal to you?
I don't know if it's necessarily technology, but I feel like if it's Greys, Nephilims, whatever, I feel like they infiltrated all the top brass, you know, like the presidency, the prime minister, whatever in Europe, whatever the high honchos, and I feel like they got their fingers in everything. And it's not necessarily technology, but information for certain things. Because, like, go back to the pyramids. There's no damn reason that we can't figure out how to build a pyramid the same way they did 4,000 years ago. Now let's just don't talk about it. So I think they give certain information like, hey, on October 12th, this is gonna happen. You could do this or not do this. Like I think it's more of an informational thing. Personally, I don't know if it's technology. It could be technology, but I think it's informational thing, and information is powerful.
Just like I told you, their mind reached that peak where they was able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't reached that peak. We ain't reached that peak yet to build nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Our form of intelligence ain't reached that shit yet. Because we can reach that shit, but like I said, we got too many distractions. Too many bullshit ass distractions. You know what I'm saying? And anybody or anything that could give us knowledge to get that knowledge and wisdom eventually, they getting taken out. You know what I mean? Or they're distracting us or saying it's illegal. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? They're mind controlling us because they want to be the first ones to do that shit. You know, they want to figure that shit out. Like, what's that Johnny Depp movie? The Ninth Gate. Have you seen that?
Of Hell, the Seven Gates of Hell?
No, Ninth Gate. The Ninth Gate.
Uh-huh.
He got. It's not a Bible, but it's a book, and it's missing a page. And this guy pays him. It's 3 different books, and if you get these 3 pages together, you become the all power. You know what I'm saying? Well, this guy paid Johnny Depp to find that 3rd book. You know what I'm saying? Well, he couldn't find it, so Johnny Depp finally found it, and he became the all power. You know what I'm saying? But the rich man, he wanted to become the all power because he wanted to be the first. You know what I'm saying? It's basically the same thing on how the government is doing. They know what's up. They know what they need, and they know that they need us to do something. So they dumb us down. Like you said, what do you say about the movies and all that shit?
Oh, distraction. Yeah.
They throw it in our face and all that shit, form of a movie. Well, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need us because, well, the reptilians, they need us for the blood. You know what I'm saying? The Greys, they trying to save us. You know what I mean?
So that goes into the question I was gonna ask you. Like,
Before we can handle where we're going or where they want us to go, we got to get our shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna be able to handle it. You know, we ain't gonna be able to function.
right.
You know?
I was gonna ask you a question, but I think you answered it already, CP. Like, if there is aliens, Greys, reptilians, Nephilims, what is the purpose? Like, do they need us? Like, what's the reasoning of them being here? Just to live a good life and to multiply, or to was their planet fucked up, or they like? What do you think their purpose of being here is?
Like I said, the minerals, the gold, the earth got a lot of sources that they need.
Okay, so they fucked off their shit, and they didn't fuck it off. They just like greedy motherfuckers like us, like United States, for example. I just bring it on a lower level. United States as a whole, we got our fingers in everything across the world because we greedy. But you go to like Zimbabwe, they cool with just Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you think they just greedy? They want more.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tiger?
And us, they need us too, including our blood. You know what I'm saying? They need us to keep on reproducing because preferably they go for the children. You know what I mean? Because their blood is pure. You know what I'm saying? Untouched. You know?
True.
Yeah.
I think we swapping something, you know, like we giving up something to get something from the Greys, you know, the Martians. What I think of, you know, it's like because, like I said, technology is moving fast. It's moving so fast. I'm like, damn, you know, like how's technology getting so better so quickly? You know what I mean? It's always improving. And I'm just like, one thing is, I'm thinking people are always drawn to power, to technology. So the more of that little bit of power that they're, because you know they could be giving us old shit to them, like man, let's give them this A-track player. You know what I'm saying? But that's like PlayStation 5 to us. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you know, like this is 5K TV right here, and they're on like 50K or something.
Right.
But I also think, yeah, it's like a healthy, like, I don't know, is because I'm thinking now all of a sudden, supposedly, they're supposed to be taking like flights to the moon or flights, you know what I mean, with that SpaceX or whatever they got. I'm thinking whatever it is, I'm like, you know, they got to be doing that. Like all this, like Neuralink chips that's popping up out of the blue all of a sudden. I'm like, you know, we ain't never heard about this stuff years ago on that level. Now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you know, we're about ready to start testing soon. That's why I'm thinking is like there has to be some type of swap. But I mean,
my favorite group was Wu-Tang Clan, and they came out in '93. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking about that shit in '93. You know what I mean? The chip and all that shit. You know, that shit been talked about. Beware of the Pale Horse. That book by William Cooper.
Right.
Yeah, they've been talking about that. But then also another thing about the chip that I learned, the chip is going to be put into you and it grows into your body. Like your veins and all that shit, it grows.
Damn.
It becomes one with your body.
Right.
Well, the one Musk wants to put out.
Run somewhere and be like, cut this shit out. Nah, you can't do it. It's a part of you. It's a part of you now. You can't move. You can't take it. You can't just. It ain't a bump under your skin and you can just Nah. Probably when you first get it, you can. But like soon as it's in you, it's growing with your body.
Right.
So if you do take it out, you're a dead motherfucker.
Biotechnology.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tiger. You were saying something about
the one Musk wants is trying to put out. It would go like in the back, like I guess like I think he said like right here, like towards the bottom back of your head or something like that. His Neuralink or whatever, as he was explaining on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I was like, damn, dude, they're already there. Like, fuck.
Who would be stupid enough to do some shit like that?
I'm gonna tell you right now who's stupid enough. This girl I seen on TikTok or somewhere. She volunteered for it because she got like cerebral palsy, where she's over there talking like blah, 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 blah. She's like, I'm ready for this chip. So like if the chip's gonna help people like talk, like my nephew Sean, he got special needs. Boy's like 17 years old, still in diapers, man. Rest his soul. But if you can put a chip in the back of his head and he can walk and talk like us, I know a lot of people are gonna sign up for that. Now me, I feel like I'm okay. Miss me with that chip. But a lot of people ready to go with that chip though, CP. A lot of people.
Yeah, but they gonna figure out that they've been fucked. That's the problem people have today. Always think the grass is greener. They're comfortable where they are, you know what I'm saying? But they still looking over the fence. You know what I'm saying? Then they get over there and find out they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck will put a chip in the back of their damn head, man? You don't think, and the motherfucker that you buying it from, you don't think that motherfucker got the main controls of that shit?
Exactly, the code.
That's what I would think.
That shit.
He gonna be up there playing a video game. It's like they gonna turn us to characters on video games, man. And they got the goddamn remote control, man.
Like, a bigger question: what happens if that thing malfunctions?
But like, god damn, it's like it's right in front of our face. Like, man, okay, come on, man.
And that goes back to that what old boy was saying. Like, they have to tell us either jokingly in a movie, video game, some kind of format. They have to tell us, or they're gonna break the intergalactic rules or whatever it is.
Thinking about it, you know what I mean? Well, even if it's a joke, we still thinking about it. It's on our conscience still. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so do you guys think the president is giving orders, or do you know what I mean? Like, how does he fit in this equation?
Yeah, the president's giving orders. Like the president is just a spokesperson. That's it.
I mean, do you think he's on the galactic board, or because I don't think whoever will be is president is privileged enough to be in that club, like the globalists, or I mean, I think they are, but not shot callers, like, you know what I'm saying?
All governments around the world is ran by reptilians.
Well, I feel like you said, like kind of like CP said, like I was saying earlier, Nephilim, reptilians, whatever, like are so powerful. They'll give you Trump some information, but like you said, he ain't no shot caller. And if he's like, you know what, I'm gonna tell the world everything about you. Bah, no, you ain't. Mm-hmm. That's what I think happened to JFK. He was gonna say some shit that they didn't want him to say, so they're like, we don't need you. We don't give a damn about you. Mm-hmm. And they pulled it off. Personally, so I don't know who's in charge of, behind the scenes, the third hand. I don't know who that is, but I know that I know the people we see on TV are on the low rung of that. It's like that dude that show you used to watch all the time, Tiger, X-Files. Like, what is it, Moeller and what's that? I forget the chick's name. They were out there, they know information, but that dude that was always shady in the dark smoking that cigarette.
Yeah, that's my guy. He didn't even have a name. He was called the Smoking Man.
Exactly. I think there's always somebody like that, the Smoking Man. Like, I'm gonna give you little pieces, but
No, let me just say real quick. That's like one of my all-time favorite characters of TV shows, because like some shady go on and you just see him like afterwards just lighting his cigarette, smoking, like damn, this was behind everything.
It's like it's another movie that they thrown right in front of our face about that blood and the reptilians and all that stuff. Pennywise. What's the movie? Yeah. Think about that movie. Think about that clown's concept. What does he do? He scares children and he eats them.
That's true.
And that keeps them going, right?
That's true, yeah.
Come on, man. It's just simple, They giving us the answers right in front of our face.
Jeepers Creepers, like the dude wouldn't mess with you if he couldn't scare you first. If you weren't scared, he wasn't fucking with you.
And the maker of that, the writer of that movie, the started the movie, look him up. Look up his criminal history. Pedophile.
Well, yeah. But about aliens, like I think, like I said, I think we all kind of agree that there's unidentified something on this planet. Fourth dimension, fifth dimension, spaceship was already here from the beginning. I don't know, but there's too many questions and not enough answers. And when you try to get those answers with your third eye or internet or whatever, we always come to a point where we get blocked. So I don't know, but I definitely feel like there's smoke. CP, there's definitely a lot of smoke, CP, going on, and it don't add up for me. So that's just what I'm saying. That's my shot of aliens. That's what I think aliens are. I think they've been around here from the beginning. I don't know if they're grays. I don't know if they're reptilians. I don't know what they are, but we too low. We too far on the low totem pole for us to tell shit. Like I was saying earlier, we cattle or we dogs. We all had dogs. I never went up to my dog and was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna pay rent right now." I never told him shit except shut the fuck up, eat, do what the hell I tell you. That's it. So if there is aliens here, they ain't gonna tell us nothing. That's my 2 cents.
We cattle. You know, I don't know about you. I don't plan to eat my dog. You know what I mean?
Other cultures might though. Other cultures might.
Yeah. Hey, I think this would be a good spot to wrap it. But before we wrap, I want to ask you guys one question. We talked about the aliens, right? What do you guys think about zombies?
You see that every day. Look at crackheads.
Hey, honestly, hey, because that's, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I would like to talk about the paranormal on another show, ghosts, because you know what I mean. I you know, like I said, I have my own with that, but zombies. Ooh, somebody said they believe in zombies. I haven't really heard nobody step out like, you know what I'm saying, like with that before. I think we look at I think zombies is like, we look at zombies like how other generations look like at aliens, you know?
Right.
We look at zombies like coming back from the dead, waking up, eating people. But you can go downtown Stockton and see zombies, you know, all day. Crackheads, heroin addicts, pill poppers.
The return of the dead.
What's that shit they smoke? Those kids smoke K9 or salt or whatever. When you smoke that shit, they be like, yeah, like
they're taking that bath salt shit for a while.
Yeah, like man.
In actuality, you know what I'm saying, anything could be an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Anything with anybody with an addiction, it could fall under that category of a zombie because they're always unconsciously going to get it. They're going to buy it. They're going to eat it. They're going to drink it. You know?
I never thought about it like that. That goes back to that deja vu question. Like, why is deja vu common word? You write about zombie though. Like, if you constantly like, if I gotta go have that cheeseburger at McDonald's every day, I'm a zombie for that. It don't gotta be brains, but I'm a zombie for that cheeseburger though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
that's a good topic. But to wrap, like you said, to wrap it up, like I said, I definitely believe in aliens.
See,
I believe in the Bible. I believe in the Bible. The Bible says Nephilims. I mean, 15 feet tall people. Come on, man. Like it ain't making sense for common sense, Marcus. So that's my shot, man. Do y'all own research always. Buy some damn merch. You don't want to look fly? Come on now, man. We got some fly shirts out here, man. 3 reasons why. Support us, man. Shoot us $1, man. Shoot us $5. We giving you raw, uncut information. We trying to wake up that third eye.
Yeah, hit us up.
For the people that's asking, I will be having shirts soon. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go get everybody's shirt soon because there's been people asking. So don't worry. Like I said, it'll be on the way soon.
Thank you to those people. Thank you.
Cash App, $CDP 209. Cash App, $CDP 209. And you can also hit us on the email at 3reasons2020@gmail.com. 3 reasons, the number 3 reasons 2020@gmail.com. Hit us up. Tell us what color scheme that you want, any color t-shirt, any size. We got women and men and children. You know what I'm saying? and dogs, whatever it is. You know what I mean? We got them.
Cows, whatever you need, we got you. And we don't got that cheap shit, man. This is good quality right here. This is that Persian cotton right here, man. Come on now. Get you something good on. Feel good about yourself one time. But
yeah,
man,
like I said, in closing, I would give a shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Prayers to everybody dealing with these fires. You know, anybody sick from the pandemic or just ain't doing good in general. You know what I mean? Prayers to everybody out here in the 209 and all around the world. Be safe out there. And the Chicago Bulls got the 4th pick in the lottery. I hope we do big things with that. We fired the coach. You know what I'm saying? We got rid of the front office. We still got the same sorry, cheap owner, but we coming, Bulls fans, if there's any left. We on the way. You know, we getting it turned around. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, much love to everybody, and see you next time. 209 Tiger, out.
Yeah, we're going to trade Embiid to the Bulls for the 4th pick and do our little grimy top 5 lottery shit like we've been doing the last decade and get rid of Embiid at. But yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. Holla at us at 3 Reasons, 3reasons2020 at gmail.com. Cash App, $CDP209. All right. Y'all have a good one.
Lakers 2020 Corona chip. Come on, Lakers, get it done. Y'all be safe. Gone.